but it's not going to look as good. Either way, I'll pop another one up here. I kind of want to start there. If I can work from there, I can make odd shaped stuff as well. Like I could have a couple of grow rooms and I could have a few bedrooms if I want in and around it. So let's fucking pull this out. Structure. So what are you? You're a 7 to begin with. So taking up from here, making you out there's a 7. That's about where we want that to start. Cool. So from there, we're going up. And we're going over by 2, I think, for each of that. They're going up and over by 2 or 3. Probably 3. I'll figure it out. Going up by a couple. Yeah, up by about there, I think. And it kind of looks like it's maybe wider than the other one, but whatever. I'll figure it out. I'll fix it up. Be fine. I think these are all 3s from memory, give or take. They were one of those like weird ass shapes where it's like, what the fuck? I've made that too tall. It's fine. I'll bring in the light and see where it's sitting. Too big a room. Way too big of a room. So it's out by like 2s. Interesting. Also, I realized if I wanted, well, I've got this. Hey, Wafer, welcome in. I could make this if you wanted to. Just saying, before I fix this up, I could make this. Somebody that wants to know how to make like other shapes and stuff, this is how you make a cat. Immediately, I've got a cat. I could do stuff with this too. So, like, don't get me wrong. Just because I make a mistake doesn't mean I don't know what I'm doing with it. Oh my god, pixel art. Yeah, that's what we're doing at the moment. I just got through explaining how to make an oval shape room with heating and stuff like that you could use. Like, I'll zoom in a bit more. You can see like the bed and the beds where the line in the center is and the lights and stuff. And I could see like I could bring this in by a bit more. But yeah, we're making the second base location Ingleton. So last time I started on a shape and I did not like it. So we're back doing this. But yeah, if you want to, you can make like cats and all sorts of stuff. Like I did look at the fact that I could put like a cat shape in here somewhere. I'm not going to on this map, but I'm not saying that people can't. Just got to get creative with it, that's all. Like sometimes all it takes is thinking a little differently and you can have yourself all kinds of shapes, honestly. It's pretty great. So yeah, at the moment I'm making these like circular grow rooms at the moment, Waver. I'm basing them off the sun lamp shape. So I'm hoping that I can fit a sun lamp in here without too much issues. And I'm going to be working with marble on this map. So there's also that. The light back. All right. So removing that. Okay. So yeah, I could be working straight off that, but it's not like you can just... I'm sure there is a mod for that. I'm sure somebody's like itching to tell me that there's a mod for that, but I don't have many mods, and I quite like the fact that I have to get creative with what I make because of that. So yeah, it is interesting. I think I'm supposed to be going like up by 1. Either way, I'll be figuring it out. Something along those lines. It doesn't look right. Where are those? I feel like this is too short here. Have a look. Let's bring the light in. A little bit higher. And I think that was clipping on these ones as well. Give or take. Let's get rid of those. Cancel those. Alright. Bring the light back in. Yeah, so I accidentally made an oval before. So I'm kind of like working with that shape for maybe my bedrooms on this map. I think that will be very interesting. I think that would be very interesting to look at kind of thing. That ain't the right shape either. I love how I can just do this sometimes and then other times I've got real issues with it. Here to 7. There we go. That's probably about as close as the fucking shape is. Almost. It's just these bits here that are wrong. That one, I think. Yeah. Alright, let's pop those on the outer bit. Like that. And that should fit now. Yep. Okay. So now we got 2 grow rooms, right? They'll fit a light in both of those. I'm just going to put those lights down because I might as well. The other thing too is like you can click on the light, but once it's in, until it's built, it doesn't actually show up the space. Now, my only problem with this one is I'm going to have to mine it a bit, and that's not going to be good for a grow room itself. But if I was to mirror this, have that there, and have that there, that grow room would be useless. Yeah, I'm thinking I might actually be better off just doing the bedrooms. Honestly, I know it would be nice to have it this close, but maybe that and then having like grow rooms between it or something. I'm not sure yet. Like I said, I don't know. I'm just figuring around with shapes, but I will get there. I know I spent the time doing that, but I'm not loving that. My other problem too is when I want to pivot a shape, for me, it's if I was just to like turn this, I would be fine to figure it out, but to like actually work it out, it's annoying. I do want these to be going up through the place, so I think they won't be quite as oval if I remove the outer wall bit, but they'll be fine. Because what I want to do is I want to have those like along here, right? Not all the way outside, but very close. I want them to be between the grow, like the no build areas. This will be one of the weirdest maps I've ever had, by the way. So hospitals, which I haven't got their internal layout yet, they'll get built. I could take a break from trying to figure out these grow room shapes, and figure out some internal layout. So I've already got this like line going through here. Let me turn off that for a second so we can fucking see. So I've already got this internal line going where I kind of want to keep stuff inside. And what I would like to do is have some nice big buildings in here that are kind of central localized and useful. So I could have like a mega storage central area. And I could have like a centerpiece like work zone if I wanted. And or I could have, say, dining halls. Like it depends. I could put dining halls on the outside. Like one like skinny long dining hall situation. Or I could potentially put like a cooking area on the inside, crafting areas and stuff like that. I've got so many fucking ideas and I've just got I got to decide what I'm doing with it. I do want this shape, so I guess since I know that, I can try to put those out and around the place. I kind of want to put them up between here. They'll be like pods. So if I take that, well, I've got it nearby. So this was a 5, but if I took it down a little bit shorter, taller kind of scenario, I think about here, maybe. How many does it go up? Let's see, 1, 2, goes out by 2. So if I say I put a pod of 3 there, right? Still kind of has to be 5, doesn't it? Yeah, for the height, the overall height of the room. But then it went up, right? And then from there it went up by, it looks like 3. And then we had an outer wall, which this was supposed to be, I think, like 7. Hair's very itchy today. Is it a hot day? Just out of interest. Sometimes when it's like really hot weather, your hair can like get an itch to it. I only sort of used to get that. Like I used to get it a bit when I was a kid when I do like a lot of sports and I'd sleep with wet hair, and I found that my hair would be quite itchy the next day because it hadn't properly dried and it was like itchy wet. So yeah, that's all I sort of thought of when you said that. Not quite the right shape, but it is also the right shape. It's like kind of almost more perfect. If I bring that up by there, right? Put this. Well, I would have to move it up by 1. So I guess let's not move that panel. I'll have to move everything up by 1. So let's remove that. Do this. Bring it up. Bring everything forwards by 1. So about there. Ugh. I got rid of the wrong fucking part, of course I did. Rid of that. And and you got to move forwards by 1. So all of that. Get rid of that. All right. That should be our oval shape, right? That is honoring this exact shape. Now, if I was to bring it up where it's more level, so instead of it being an oval per se, right? Bring it up again and line that up to there instead. So let's get rid of, oh, for fuck's sake, please stop doing that. Get rid of that. I don't know what that one's for, but I'll figure it out. Bring it up like that. So it's not quite an oval. Do this. Like it was going up to there. Fuck off with that shit. Yeah. Okay, so that's not quite the oval we had, but this would be a straight line through there, and there would be a centerpiece through there. This would be almost actually heart-shaped little rooms, now that I look at it. I could make them more squared off instead, but I don't mind the fact that they have like that entrance sort of doorway to it, because if I grab beds and stuff, just have a look at this shape again. Right? So yeah, I could make it more of the circular room that I was going to go with this, because what I wanted to do with this one, if I don't remove that for a second, right, I know it's a lot bigger than what I wanted, but if I was to throw down that, right, you get the same kind of effect. You get like the prison room effect that I had last time. Alternatively, last time I had it coming up through here like this. So we don't want that this time. Last time I had it turned. But if I made this room smaller, you get kind of like a heart shape kind of thing like this. So I could bring this up by more, and then they'd have like a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 size room. It would be big enough that they wouldn't hate it. I would have enough room to put like a door and interconnect anything else with it. The only problem is in between it, I would only get a small 4 pod for sleeping and stuff. So there's that. So what I mean, I get rid of these 4 beds, bring it up again. So if I bring that up by there, pretty much bring that up to pretty much there, I think. I don't click on anything stupid this time. So get rid of that, rid of that, and that. I somehow fucked that up. I don't even know how. Probably just where the central line was placed. It should be there. Fine. Okay, so now we've got like perfect fucking circular square rooms. I could just make that square and that would be fine. Alternatively, my other idea with this, if I could turn it, this is going to be hard for me, was to have basically like a square there. To have the squares off like that, basically making like the room shape. And this would need to be kind of like the line through, alternatively. So that's taking it out a little bit too far, but let's take it up to like a 3, 3. And up there, and that makes it a 3. So alternatively, this is kind of like the other-ish shape. I wanted that. Kind of like, I don't know, I'd say you could get like any fucking shape with this game. Honestly, if I put them on the inside, it changes it again. I pull that out. You get that instead, which isn't a better room, because if you divide that, you could barely fit like the bed. You've got 4, 5, 6, and it's immediately too small, whereas this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, you can do like a variety of different shapes with this fucking game. Just depends on what you're trying to do. Like the other thing too is I also looked at doing like almost like flower-esque design, which would go well off this kind of shape, interestingly enough. Also, of course, if you wanted to like go across like a diamond pattern like that, it would also look more like this as well. So by that, I mean like going through like this instead. You lose a big chunk in the center though, so it depends what kind of building shape you're working with. But that's a good way to make like an individual bedroom. But it seems like these gaps between here do not help that much. It's my only problem with them. Here I am drawing like various like little shapes and stuff, just for like the shits and giggles of it, honestly. Get rid of that. So if I'm going to have these as, say, circular bedrooms here, instead of, say, grow rooms or something like that. I'm going to want those smaller. But I do like this kind of like oval design. It does waste a little bit of space, but I don't really mind it too much. So I think I'm going to go with it. So what was it? I need it to go up by, see, that's 1, 2, 2 out from the dot. So I want it to be about here. I think it was like 5. And then, let's see, 5 up to 2 from that, sorry. And then up from there. Yeah, all right. All right, this is going to be fun. I'm going to make a few of these along the way. And then I think this one's like 7 to take, which I still need it to be 7. You sure? Let's go up to there, go up to this one. 7. I'm going to have a few of these around the place. See how it goes being made. Okay, so that's the shape that I'm looking at for like maybe bedroom spaces. And if I could fit a third one between it, that would be really great. And I think maybe I can, if I'm lucky. Because that would be for, let's see, if I could fit 3 here, we're looking at 12 immediately, right? Hold up, let's pull out that fucking calculator again. Look at you. So we had, let's see. Okay, so that's, what is it? We got 12 to begin with. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 times it by 4. That's immediately, again, 48 bedrooms around the outside, not including any of these like little bits in between here where I could do maybe like a circle or something. So that's not a lot of bedrooms, but it is starting something. I could bring it in by 2 squares and probably fit an additional set of bedrooms. So that's my only thought, is if I make it more of like little circles instead of ovals, then we get more of like, I don't know, we get more of like that little bedroom kind of thing. So if I just bring these back, I might do that. I might just do that. I don't want it to come up by about 2, so here I am clicking buttons. About there. Get rid of that, get rid of this. And I just want all this bottom bit gone. So yeah, here and there. Really to there-ish. Oh, there. Alright. That's kind of more of the shape-ish that I want. Ain't quite. I fucked up something there. Really have to just move this up a bit. So, let's see. I love designing shit. It can get so interesting. I really just want the wall to be here, right? So I need it to be like square and square. That's what I want. Alright, you. So we got square and we got that as flat line. Oh, bring you up even. Okay, so square to square, and this side, this shit can go, so I can do this better. So what do we want here? We've got, this is a 7, and I was initially doing it as a 5, wasn't I? Yeah, all right. So it's just too tall to begin with, that's all it is. Take it away by 2, and let's see, bring it down like, not taking in too far. So we want this to be square, and then we want that to come up, and it to be like, we had it as 7, I think, and I think 7 will still work. It'll give us that length along the top that we need, because we need to be like 5 internal, and that will be 5 internal to there. Yeah. Cool. That's all I needed to know. So it is indenting to there, and we are taking it over by 2 more there. So that gives us that like extra space for like lights and shit, and then it's a solid wall. So this is the shape we're going for the bedrooms, right? Gonna look like this, and I think, yeah, straight down the line here. That's what their bedroom's gonna look like. It's gonna be interesting. I've never done a shape like that before, and I do think I could probably get extra. So I'm gonna go straight down to here and just start with the next one. So what, from here? Probably 5. Was it 5 to begin with? I think. Let's see, yeah, 5. Cool. All right. So my only problem is probably building across here. I might have some issues. Maybe. No, I got to build it in from that spot. Sorry. So get rid of that. It's only to 2. and there. Did I build this too low? I did. Fuck's sake. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have a little bit of issues with this building it. I may have to just I may have to get out the dots for this so I can build water reducing pumps and shit, but that's fine. I could do that. So yeah, we are going to have from, where is it? Yeah. All right, so you to 5, you coming up to what, like 3 for there, and then you to 7, right? Should be that particular shape. You to there, you to 7, coming down again, up to 3, 3, and then there. Okay, so there's the room shape, right? That one's gonna have to, there's gonna have to be a couple like this until I can get some water pumps over here to reduce this. The only thing I can do is save a little bit of space by only taking it out from that connecting wall. And initially I was going to have the door here, but I'm actually thinking that I may have to have the door here. And I still think that's going to work. So I'm just going to pop that on there so don't forget what I'm doing. Structure, please. Door, I will always still stay with a wooden door, for the love of fuck. It is so much better. So yeah, that's where the door will be. Okay. So it'd be kind of like this like little round design. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as a room. It's not quite big enough, eh? So I almost do need that slightly bigger length of room. I could probably fit it since I'm interconnecting a main wall instead. I need this to be 7, so I don't kind of factor in once I put the door in. This, you know, there's 6, right? So I made it too small, but only just. So I could make it taller, or I could make it longer. If I make it longer, they'll get like 2 extra spots here, plus 1. If I make it taller, I've got to go up by a bit, and I think it will still do the same thing. So I'm going to just do taller. So I'm thinking it's going to be up by about here somewhere. I think will be where the new door is, and the new central wall is going to be along here. Okay. So that will be about the size of the new room. There'll be a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's actually even fucking bigger, but than what I originally had planned for them. I should just do this. Fuck this shape. Fuck it. They're going to get the rooms that I originally designed because it looks like it's going to be more than big enough for them. It's going to be the smallest, bigger design. Weird. This is really, really weird. Anyway, I guess this is what happens when you start getting like fucking creative in RimWorld, is you start getting all these like extra little options that like I definitely never fucking considered before. So yeah, very fucking interesting. You're going up to there, going out to there. Yep. Going out and then going across to, how many up did this go? It was only like 3, I think. Up to 3. Yep. And then this one's 7. Yeah, no, even if I tried to make it smaller, it looks like no matter what I did, they'd still end up with fucking luxury apartments by the look of it. So that's real wild. It kind of like almost blew my mind when I saw that no matter what I did, they ended up getting like either a massive room or a smaller room. And yeah, this, I think I'm still going to put like heating in here. I might put it on the inside actually. And I could enclose the outer bit and make that alternative bedrooms too. So I might do that. So I think you're up to 3. To 3. I'm going to have issues when I go across the lakey bit. That's 7 there. Okay. So yeah, this is going to be a bit of an issue to build. Let's get out my dots. So we want that. We want that to be there. So then it's got to kind of come in. Hey, that is to 7. Yeah. All right. So that's coming into 3. And again, this is to 3. I might be able to build on some of this, but definitely not all of it. 2, and that should be 5, I believe. Very hard to do this when you can't see if you're able to even fucking finish building it. I'm going to try to see if I can put down some. No, none of those. But hopefully if this is correct, if this is coming to, that's to 7. There's a 3. And that's going to, that should only be to 2, so that should stop up there. I did think that looked a little bit long. Fine. Is that up? Fuck. God damn. 3, 2. That's 2. And that should be there. Right? Yeah. Fucking hopefully. I'm gonna have to like build this off this side. I'm hoping that that's about the equivalent of what we're gonna meet up with on this side. Either that or there's gonna be like a gap or something, or I may have to make this one shorter. Depends. I'll see what I get on the other side as I'm building. I'll go from there. So we're only down by 2. Take it to 5. Going up to 2. Going up to 3. 3. And it's 7. This one I should be able to build on the inner side. I just can't build it to marry up where I need lines on the inside. 2. Now, that is definitely too long down there. I did that up by too many to begin with. Fuck's sake. Bring it back over by 1. Alright. Put that there. Something like this, I think. Alright. I think I'm missing some dots, but 5 to there, up to 2, to 3, 7. Yep, 7, 2. It should be to 3, sorry. And then to 2. To 3, to 2, and then to line. Okay. Okay, that's where that's going to be. I should be able to get some of these outer lines on this one. Like here and stuff. So we can get like a bit of a look of it, but there's parts that I won't be able to build on it. That's fine though. So 3. And yeah, I don't think that's supposed to be there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. Alright, let's get rid of that extra dot. There. Oh, it should be there. Alright. So that's kind of the basis coming in here. There's a good chance that these ones actually need to be smaller. That's okay. I could go with one smaller because I need them to kind of stop before here. So even if they're taking this central line business, which by the way, I'm sure we've got that. Okay, so that's where their line is. All right. So the next one can't quite be that big, right? So I can still take it up by the 1, right? Take you up by the 3, it's too much. Let's take you up by 2, and then up by 5 here. 5. Let's see what happens with this. Take you up by 2, 2, and let's get rid of these dots that are protruding past here. And have to change the shape of this secondary box thing that comes in. So yeah, 2, 2, and that's 2, 2. And then what was it by 5? 5 to this line, I think. Fucking hard to tell. Up to 2, yep, 2, 2, there. Okay, so there will be oval and then circle, oval, then circle. And I think that will stop before it gets there. I could do that. Interesting. All right, let's get all of this shit back. Okay, so starting here, we're going up by 2s. 2, 2, 5, 5, up to about there. We got 2 to there. And we get out these dots. I don't know where I just put that. I sounded like I just put something down, but I don't think I did. So there's a 2, there's a 2, and again, that's a 2. So then that line should stop there, right? So it should stop before that. So my only question is, if that's supposed to stop before that, then why is this one further away? And that means I could have a measuring discrepancy on the ovals. It could mean I could have a measuring discrepancy on this. So from here, the 22 to there, the 24, that's where it is. So automatically, where these are automatically fucking wrong. Right. So it's probably a good thing I noticed that now, because these ones are a lot further away on like the outer sides. They're like to a 42 to a line, right? These to 23. All right. Yeah, all right. This is where it's important to like look at shit before you start building stuff. Obviously, a lot of people are like, no, I just put down dots wherever. And I'm like, I'm proud for you, but I can't do that. There's where I put it, you. Okay. So there's definitely something here where I need to move that in. I've gotten it wrong somehow, or my central line is not right. That could be happening. So let's find out from the outer side. So I'm pretty sure I measured everything. That's to 44, right? And that is also to 44. Right. So now this, so that's the 44. That's the 44, which tells me those are right. Tells me my center line is wrong, which means I'm going to have to move these motherfuckers. Great. So wherever I put this to begin with may have been wrong. And to be fair, when I did do it, I was fucking tired. So yeah, okay, this is going to be fun. So I'm going to need a clean spot where I can bring a line up. Probably out of here, maybe. It's not going to get like stuck in this shit. All right, let's pull it up from the side. So there is the 51. Let's pull you to, that is our 100, okay? That's to 100 total. So let's do that from this side and let's find out what happened. And I'm pretty sure I'm pulling from the very bottom just to make sure that that is what is actually happening. So where is that? 51? Yep. And 49. I am 100% pulling from the very, very bottom square. See, that's 51. It's to be 49. There's 100. Okay, so this is 100 up each side. All right. So that's 100 to send it to there. Now let's add on, say, 15. 15 takes me up to that line. And what's 15 take me on this line? Takes me up to there. So that line there would be dead center if that was the case. Let me just fucking, this is going to be a nightmare because I'm going to have to fucking go back from here. But, okay, I probably shouldn't have taken it up to 15. I probably should have just added fucking 10 to it. There's your 51, right? There's your 59. Okay. There's a 59 again. There's a 100. Ugh. This is, to know now that I've gotten this far into measurements without having it potentially fully centered is a fucking nightmare. All right. There's 15. There's the 100 from each side. Let's only add 5. Okay. 5. Now we're 105. 105. So let's add 5 more. It takes me to there. It's not touching it yet. 5 more. So 110. And already I can see I'm closer to this line than that. I'm going to get rid of the centered line. It's in the way here. Okay. So this is what's happened is I've measured it off the wrong line. So let's add 3. 3. Right. So one more. One more. There is dead center. Okay. Right there. That is where the center line is supposed to be coming through, which means that this other line may not be centered to begin with. So I'm going to have to wipe that all the way through, which means that all my diamonds are not centered, which means I'm going to have to move them up, which is fucking annoying, but whatever. This is what happens when errors are made and they have to be corrected. All right, so dead ass center is here, right? So the thing is, you could take this measurement on any level across the map, as long as wherever you end up putting the center across is the accurate part. This is obviously not. Now I've just got to check if the other one was off by this as well. It also means that basically, structurally, all of these dots and stuff here can go. I will want this like circles and shit out of the way. But okay, so I've measured to center line, which is down by a bit. Let's have a look if central position is correct though. Let's get up and say here. We got some clean visibility. There's the 51. And there is the 49. Okay. Take that back down a bit. If you're wondering why I use 2 lines at a time to measure, it's a lot more visible. That's the only reason why I use it. Singular line can be very easily lost on the screen. So I try to use like at least 2. Okay, let's take you up by 8. You up by 8. You up by, say, 5. You up by 5. Okay, we're looking like this one might be alright. Okay, center line is fine. It's just the horizontal one was fucked. So that one's perfectly fine. I don't need to move that. It's really good to hear. Okay, so central axis is fine. It's just this side one was wrong. Which is a bit of a problem. Because yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, there's definitely some difference here that's wrong.